here's why humans typically don't get ulcers and horses do. Let's take this bucket of mouse poison for the example of the human stomach. Now, the human stomach and the horse's stomach alike have an insanely acidic acid in their stomach relatable to battery acid that helps digest food. Now, in the human stomach, there is a lining of tissue that is so strong it can withstand the acidity of this acid in the stomach. In the human stomach, this tissue surrounds almost the entire stomach except for the very, very tippy top that where the esophagus attaches to the stomach. So that is going to be what makes the entire lining of the human stomach. That tissue basically covers the entire stomach. Now, in the horse's stomach, that lining almost makes an entire sphere around the stomach and is only on the bottom half of the horse's stomach. So the heavy acidity of the horse's stomach is supposed to stay below the half line of the horse's stomach. Now, above that lining of the horse's stomach is where that acidity is not supposed to be so high. So what happens is that oftentimes there's different reasons of why that acidity can come to the top of the horse's stomach. It could be because of exercise. It could be because of stress. And when you're stressed, your stomach tightens up and that squeezes that acid above that lining of the tissue. It could be because of a multitude of different things. Maybe it's a lack of consistency in feeding. And so that acidity of the stomach starts to rise throughout the day. And those ulcers are formed almost 90% of the time or more. Those ulcers are formed on that upper part of the horse's stomach where the lining of that tissue is not so strong. So if you are going to help with your horse's ulcers, you have to constantly be keeping feed or nutrition in that horse through multiple times of the day. You have to be keeping something that will help the base environment of that stomach and be keeping that constantly in the horse's stomach to keep it below that lining and help out your horse from having ulcers.